Okay, hey, this is a bit of a test stream. I'm hoping that I've got all my settings back up and looking good, and we're going to be going smoothly. Saying that though, it looks like we do not, which is a bitterly disappointing, having looked all good straight up until the point when I hit start stream. Let us see what we can do, because that isn't going to cut mustard. If you're in the chat, say hi. My apologies for interrupting your day if you've got a notification and you've decided to see what's happening. And then I'm here fiddling with some settings. I did try doing a test stream, but it didn't show me any data. So I'm here, I'm just going to be hoping this works, and we will get on to a game of Terraforming Mars should this decide it wants to start. Ooh, got a little bit of movement. So yeah, hello if anyone is out there. I will hopefully pick up comments in the chat, and it says it's all fine, but this camera is not showing my cards, is it? Or is it just going to be extremely slow? Also, hoping sound is all there. Let's see what we can do to get this up and running. Ooh, there we go. That looks... No. Yeah, I don't know, that might actually be catching up with us now. So yeah, my apologies again if I've interrupted your day, taken you away from action in a live stream somewhere. We will be cracking on with the game. I'm just hoping to hit this live. That's how the stream started, and it was nice being able to chat with people as we were gaming. It could probably help if I disconnect my settings on a lot of my other home devices, wouldn't it? Okay, that seems to be with us. I don't think we've got anyone with me here to tell me if we've got audio, and that it's not juddering. So I will try and get the stream up on my tablet and hope that doesn't completely kill the bandwidth. And see if I can hear it, and then if that all seems fine, we'll jump in. Yeah, that seems to seems to actually be doing things. So I will just pop out the chat. I don't think anyone is here with us right now, but if anyone decides to swing by and say hello, that would be great. So let me get this opened. All right, let us get the show on the road. So, at the moment, Terraforming Mars, I'm hoping that... Oh, this is a little blurred as well. Gloomhaven will arrive soon, and then we can start doing a lot more of the Gloomhaven content that I used to do, and also I'd like to start getting some solo games in of Anachrony. I kickstarted the expansion for that. I've had the base game for a while and it's one of my favourites, but I've never really taken on the Chronobot too much, so I might give that a whirl. But yeah, if you've got any other games that you'd like to see us play, let me know. It'll be interesting to see what we can do solo. We tend to mess about quite a bit if I'm gaming with friends, so I don't tend to stream those, but there may be a few that I'll start streaming as well. Let's have a look though what we've got for today. We've got Valley Trust or the Mining Guild. So cheaper science cards and lets us get an additional Prelude card, which could be really strong, or extra production whenever you take steel or titanium from replacement, and there's a lot of steel on this map. We've got Ganymede, Ceres, Triton. Oh, these are strong. So probably Ganymede and Io, and then one of either Ceres or Triton, depending on which way we want to go. Our Preludes, we can choose from. Yes, it definitely seems like we can get a lot of resources. Metals Company is nice and versatile. Oh, wow, Galilean mining. Biofuels and ecology experts. So the option of either lots of titanium, lots of plants, or a little mix of the two. Not sure that really suits either corporation, especially because starting with a lot of production defeats the Mining Guild's bonus and doesn't really have too many advantages for Valley Trust. But let's see. Greenhouses, it's plants per city. Could look at that as a free option if we've got lots of steel. Increasing colonies, not great. It would be cheaper. It's just a way of drawing more cards, but you need 3 science for it. Fish we definitely wouldn't want. Farming is quite late. I'm not sold on any of these. Methane from Titan, 2% oxygen. Gets the plant and heat production nice and early, so I do think we'd want that one. Urbanized area isn't great. It's cheap. Yeah, probably methane from Titan I'm definitely going to buy. Urbanized area, probably not. This is nice early. It does allow us to really increase our heat production quite well, but we won't have a huge amount of money whichever corporation we go with. Algae is a good amount of plant production. It's five oceans, but we could get those out fairly efficiently think we'd take algae, getting the plants out, even if we can get a few greenery tiles, would really help us. And we'll take underground detonation, especially the fact we can do it early. Being able to take 13 heat from Io is really good, so we'll definitely take that one, as I say. And again, 6 plants from Ganymede when it builds up is really strong. Given the other options, ooh, turn my work alarm off. Not in work today. So Ceres for the steel production, and potentially a lot of steel for building tags may be the better way to go. And then we could look at taking, well, we could get algae out straight away with ecology experts. It's a cheap card. Yeah, that might be a really strong combination. And then go with something like Galilean mining for all the titanium. Mining Guild would give us a lot of steel, so we could get the underground detonation out cheap, but I think I'd be tempted to go with Valley Trust actually with this, and just see what other Prelude card we might draw, because we'd start with 3 plant and 2 titanium production. Yeah, let's go with Valley Trust. I don't know whether that would have been the choice that you guys would have made, but I think it sounds reasonable. And with that said, we could look at farming instead of algae. It's a little bit more, but it gives us 2 money and 2 plant production. Yeah, we'll take both those cards. I think that would be fine. So we're going to start with 37 money, but we will be spending 12 of it. Oops, 12 of it to take these 4 cards. We then get 2 titanium production and lose 5 money, and a plant production and can play a plant from hand. We will play farming, ignoring the requirements, so that gives us costs 16, so we will actually only start with 4 money. We get 2 income and 2 plant production and 2 plants. As well, let's go for the steel. Yeah. So we're making 2 titanium, that's pretty good anyway. And we can look then at 3 more Prelude cards, 1, 2, 3. Keeping 1. So early settlement will get us just another plant production and a city out. Lose a money production for a plant, energy and heat, that's pretty good. Or a plant and 2 more money. I'm quite tempted by the energy and heat, but getting the additional 2 extra money, considering we want to start increasing our heat production anyway. The energy would get us part of the way towards being able to start trading, but I don't mind too much if those tracks just build up. Yeah, we'll go with dome farming. So that's 1 extra plant production and 2 additional money. So we've gone pretty strong into plants. That wasn't what I was expecting, but it does mean, unfortunately, in our first generation here, we only have 4 mega credits, so we won't actually be terraforming anything, and we will go straight on having the world government do that. And look at the next 4 cards. We are making 16, 2 titanium and 4 plants. Ecological zone is just really to get points. Wave power, it's the same as a standard power plant project, 11 once you've bought the card, but gets you a point as well, but we won't get that. Underground city is nice for that steel, but we've got Sarah's we can get some from anyway. And if we were to spend 17 to build a colony rather than the 18 here, we'll get 1 steel production, but we'll get 2 extra steel every time we trade. And colonizer training camp isn't particularly good, so we won't buy any of those. And let's see, can we afford anything? We could spend 6 on our underground detonation and still have 10 money left to increase the heat production up by 2. But if we saved our money, we could get methane from Titan out next generation. I don't think it's a tricky one. 6 plant production this early would be really good. We're going to only be making 16 money again. No, we'll hang on to our money. Have the world government do oxygen. No, we'll have them place an ocean here. And we'll move on to the next generation. So as I say, we'll make just 16 more money. 2 more titanium, 4 plants. Let's have a look. So another titanium mine. That's probably something we'll go with. Lightning harvest, we don't have these science tags. Asteroid mining. It's a bit expensive. I don't think we need that much titanium. I think if we get 3 production, that's really good anyway. You can use titanium to make it cheaper, but yeah, we'll just buy titanium mine. We haven't had a single card which had a science tag on, which is quite unfortunate, or at least not one that I've kept. I don't think we've had any science tags I've discarded. Oh yeah, we had 1 in our starting hand. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate for those high science prerequisite cards. So we'll spend 3 to keep those. And we can then place a greenery. We've got 8 plants. We will place 1. Let's place a greenery here, take a titanium, and also raise the oxygen for TR. And with 2% oxygen, we can then play methane from Titan. This costs us 15 plus an additional 13. Gets 2 heat production, 2 plant production. That's nice. We can then we could spend 7 on a titanium mine, or we can get the underground detonation out, and I think we should. So we'll spend 6 to get that, and 10 for the 2 additional heat. And that will be all we can do there. World government. We'll have them do an oxygen step. Move those up. So we are making now 17. 2 titanium, 6 plants, and 4 heat. Okay. Solar Net, we don't have a Venus card, but that's not great even if we did. Skydocks I really like, but we do not have 2 Earth tags. Same with heavy taxation, but I'd be tempted to keep them. Floater technology, we don't have any cards which needs floaters. So if we spend 6 to keep both of these, we can still increase our heat production. Although we've got no ability really to trade at the moment. Well, we've got our titanium. We don't really need a second, but I do like to get a second trade fleet, especially when there's heat out there and the plants, which we might want to get regularly. But if we don't buy them, we would be able to get both titanium mine played and increase our production on heat once more, because that would cost us. So we can buy 1 card. We'll buy heavy taxation. Chances are we'll want to play another Earth card at some point. And this only costs 6 to play, so even if you get 1 generation's worth out of it, it's worth it. So we'll do that. Skydocks, it's a bit more expensive. Get that extra trade fleet, but I don't feel that quite now. Okay, so we've got enough for another greenery, so we will place that, and we'll take the 2 heat, raise the oxygen, get a TR. It's not enough to actually let us raise the temperature, but we will do underground detonations once more to get up to 6 heat production, and we'll spend our 7 money playing titanium mine. Yes, that was the plan, to get 1 more titanium production. We could spend 9 money. Oh no, we only had 8. I was going to say we could spend 9 money to trade at Ceres instead to get the steel to build it and have a little surplus, but we cannot afford that. So yeah, that makes sense. 6 heat production is solid. We're going to be able to do a temperature rise next generation. We won't be able to get another greenery out, which is a shame. But we might be able to place an ocean, and then we can place another oxygen. Yeah, that's probably a really nice plan. Let's raise the temperature though with the world government, so that we're closer to getting this bonus heat production. We're making now 18 and 3 titanium, 6 plants, and 6 heat. Move these tracks up, so 10 heat from IO could get us an additional temperature step there as well. That would be really good. Or we could go to Ganymede and get the additional greenery for another plant, so we've got plenty of options. Our cards, breathing filters, it's just points, but it is cheap for us. Robotic workforce, that I like. We could copy our dome farming Prelude card, gets us an extra plant and 2 money. We do not have any power tags. Terraforming contract, that's the one we're going to want as an earth tag. We'll take robotic workforce. It's cheaper for us anyway. It's only going to cost us 7 to play it and get that extra income, and at least get a science tag played. And it is another plant production for only 7. That's pretty reasonable. So we'll buy those 2 for 6. I do really like that fusion. If only we had the power tags. So I spend 6. And let's see, what do we want to do? If we were to place an ocean, we could get the plants, but we can't do that. So our options would be, we could spend 9 to trade at Ganymede, collect the 5 plants, but then I'd really like to go for the South Pole if I were to do that. We could go spend 9 to get to Io, just get the heat to get both temperature steps done. That's pretty good. I think we will just spend 7 on the robotic workforce. We could copy our titanium mine, but we're copying instead the building tag here for a plant and 2 money. We will spend 8 heat though to raise the temperature and get the extra TR there. And yeah, that's definitely all we can afford to do. So world government, we will do, we'll do another ocean. So we're getting close to being able to put out a greenery every generation, if not a little more once we've got algae. So we should be fine for that, or at least pretty close with Ganymede there anyway. So we'll get them to start doing some other jobs. This is on to 6. Yeah. So we are now making 21. Oh, we could have, yes, we could always have used our titanium. I think that's, I had something in the back of my mind when I talked through it, and that was it. That was what I wanted. Never mind. We'll do it this time if we don't need it. Imported nitrogen. Not a huge fan of that. Nitrate reducing bacteria is just for the TR for the points. Wow, these are not great. This is nice if you've got it in conjunction with something else, and this could be 2 TR, which is money, but it's a lot to spend just for that. So we'll pass on these. Let's look at what we've got. So we've got enough. We've got 8 heat. We'll raise the temperature. Get a TR there. We have got 8 plants. So we place a greenery. We'll place it here for the oxygen and a TR, and spend 6 to place an ocean. We'll place one here for a TR. We get 4 money and 3 heat. We'll spend 3 titanium to trade for 13 heat, which we'll spend with an additional I'm going to spend 17 to build a colony there first. So we get 1 heat production from the colony, and then we'll get 15 heat. So we spend 16, 2 more temperature steps. That's 1, 2, and the ocean 3. We are 2 money short of raising our heat production again, which is a shame. Don't really want to sell 2 of these cards. I think we'll have to pass. We'll get the government to raise Venus. Yeah, we'll do that. So we are now making 27. Still 3 titanium, 7 plants, and 9 heat. Solar power. I like the thought of getting some power going. We've gone beyond the point for that. This is, yeah, research outpost we want. It's a science tag, so it's cheaper and it makes everything else cheaper. And solar power, so both of those are steel tags. So we probably want to get the 10 steel from Sarah's, but we'll spend our 6 money on both of those. And yeah, let's just collect that steel straight away. I think that's a no-brainer. So 10 steel. Research outpost is cheaper for us, so it costs 16. So we have 2 steel remaining, and we can place a city. We will place it we could get 2 steel out of it. It's a pretty good deal. So then we can play solar power. It's 10 because of research outpost, and we've got 8 steel. 2 more there for 1 power production. At least it's off and ticking. We've got 8 heat. Raise the temperature for a TR, and 8 greenery. We'll take 2 more heat. Where's the oxygen? The TR. So we've got 25 TR. We'll play this for 8. Get the 4 money production. And then we have 2 earth tags. We can spend 3 to get 4 and 2 more money production. So with our remaining money, there's no more heat we could get from an ocean, but I do want to do an ocean, so let's spend 18. We'll place an ocean here for the 6 money and a steel. And a TR. So we're only 1 ocean away from getting algae out, so we can do that next generation. Temperature we're up to 9. 9 heat production. So we'll be able to do 2 next generation, that's really good. Plants, we can go to trade at Ganymede next generation, so we'll get even more plants. So let's do Venus again. That's one track which we aren't able to touch currently. So next set of cards there. We are on 26 up to 36. That was a huge jump in our income that generation. 3 titanium, 7 plants, 9 heat. Let's take a look. Okay, so we have bacteria to raise the temperature. We could potentially get 1 use out of that. Steel works if we had some nice energy cards, which we do not. That could have been an option. Molecular printing, we'd make 4 money back. So this costs us 7 effectively if we want to buy ourselves the extra science tag, which if I was going to, well, 1 temperature step for this cost, considering we get the reduction, is costing us 8 money. And we might find something else with bacteria that helps, so we will buy that one. So at least we are getting some benefit out of Valley Trust here. Didn't move these. So let's get our plants before I forget to trade again. And we get 6 plants. So we can place 2 more greenery. I'm going to want to spend 16, 18 on an ocean. Let's take the card. It's 1 TR. Draw an additional card and 4 money. We have artificial lake. That's quite nice. We will spend all of our plants then, and we'll take some extra money, I think. So we'll go here, just for the 4 money. And we will go we don't need any extra heat to do a temperature step this generation. So we could draw another card. But let's go here. We'll take the 2 money. That's 2 temperature step, 2 oxygen, so we get 1 there as well. 1, 2, 3 TR additional for us is really good. We've got 16 heat. That's another 2, 1, 2. And we'll spend, so it's going to be 7, down to 5 because of Value Trust's discount. And we will use it to add a microbe. And then what would we want to do? We've got Artificial Lake is still a little way away. We could spend 10 on underground detonations. There's still 4 productions to go, so it would still benefit us. No, I wanted to play algae, didn't I? Because we have 5 oceans now, so we're spending 10 on algae, 9 on algae, for 1 additional plant and 2 plant production. So let's spend 14 on raising the temperature directly, taking the TR. Although it's more than what this gives us, it increases our income. So 4 generation gets us the 4 money back, and at least it's just an extra step done, getting us a little closer to Artificial Lake sooner. I believe that's all we can do. So we'll probably want to trade at IO next generation anyway, which will get us up to 6. We'd still have 15 in titanium if we needed it, so that's probably worth it. Yeah, let's raise Venus once more. So we're on 33, so 43 income. Three titanium, 9 plants, 1 energy, and annoyingly 9 heat because I have to then use lots of little coins. Fleet comes back. Let's see what we get. Turn energy into money. That's not great. Aquifer pumping. We've got 1 free ocean left when the temperature is increased. We have Artificial Lake, so 2 more oceans needing to be placed. So it would still save us money, but not much. Imported GHG isn't fantastic, but it is still something, and we can use our titanium on it. Makes it 10 heat production, so I'll probably take that, and we may as well take the mine. I say we may as well. It'll cost 6, and it'll generate 6 in steel. So no, we won't take the mine. We'll just take this one for 3. So this costs 6 to play, which is nice. Just 2 steel, 2 titanium, very efficient. 1 more heat production. 3 extra heat there. We can add a microbe here. We will raise the temperature, get the TR, and as stated, we will spend 9 in titanium to get the 10 heat there, but I will just take 2 extra to raise the temperature, get the TR, which lets us, we will spend 8 plants, place a greenery, and get 2 more heat, and an oxygen, and then we have 8 heat to raise the temperature. Boom, boom, boom. We can do artificial lake now, but again, well, no, I suppose there's no point trading in Sarah's next generation because it will only actually net us 8 credits worth of steel. So yeah, we'll play artificial lake now then for 15. So there's 2, 1 less actually. So 12 money on the artificial lake, and we'll take a greenery and 4 money. So we have no cards in hand, but plenty of money. Temperature is getting fairly close with only 3 productions left. Likewise, plants will be there or thereabouts. So we'll spend 30 to go 1, 2. 1, 2. I suppose I should look at the card we draw and whether we want to play that immediately. No, I'm actually, do I? Yeah, I think I might want to play this instead of that second temperature step, because that would give us enough power to actually go trading. So I'll take 3 money back, decrease my TR, and lower that track once more, but get the 2 power production. I may still use the titanium to trade, but at least it gives us some options. And then we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 money left, so we could raise our heat, but at this point doesn't seem worthwhile, so we will hold off on that. Go to the next generation, raise Venus with world government. And let's have a look. We're on 38, so 48. I will take 50. And then we want 3 titanium, 9 plants, and 10 heat. Okay, we have Martian survey, we're long past 4% oxygen. Trans-Neptune probe. We don't have any. Venus, ooh, medical lab. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This will be 8. It would effectively cost us 13 to get 8 money because of the production. So unfortunately not worth it. It would give us a 4th science tag, but it's a lot to gamble to get up to 5 just hoping for another card to draw. So I'll leave both of those. That's a little shame. generation or two earlier would have been good. So we do have no cards though. That's crazy, isn't it? Well, it is what it is. Oh, we didn't generate our energy. 3 energy. Okay, I suppose we can get steel from Ceres for the medical lab, can't we? Yeah, that's possibly not as crazy as it sounds. I'll buy both for 6. It's possibly even more mad, but if it pays off, I will laugh wholeheartedly. So this has got a 3 discount, so we'll spend 1 steel on it, 1 titanium, and this has got a 3 discount. So we'll use our 3 energy to get 4 steel from Ceres and spend 2 money to gain 4 extra money production. We can use these microbes to raise the temperature. We can use our generated heat to raise the temperature and place an ocean. We'll place it here for the 6 money and 1 plant. Eight plants. We will then place a greenery and we'll take 1 steel and 4 money. If I'd been a bit more efficient, I could have done that first and used that steel instead of the other 2 credits, but that is okay. So I didn't raise the oxygen. I'll give myself a TR, I don't believe. So we need to do Venus, so we will spend 45 on 3 Venus steps. 1, 2, 3 to get 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have enough to do exactly once more. So let's do that. So that leaves us, well, we're 2, 4, 6 steps away on that. 2 oceans, 4 oxygen, 4 heat. Okay. So there or thereabouts. I'm gonna, yeah, I think that's pretty close. Let's do Venus with the government. And let's see what we get. So we're now on to 46, 60 income. Yeah, I feel confident with 60 income. 3 titanium, 9 there, 3 plants and 10 heat. Research coordination for another tag. This would give us 1, 2, 3, 4 earth tags. So it would get us 2 titanium, but we don't really need that. Plant production per colony is only 1 plant production. It does give us 2 microbes that give us a temperature step as well. So all in, this will cost 21 for a temperature step. That isn't worth it. It does give us a lot of tags and some point. I am strangely tempted, even though I know I shouldn't be. I'm going to buy it for 3. So We'll add a microbe here since we've nothing else to do with that. Spend 8 heat to raise the temperature. 8 plants. We will get a greenery there and 2 money. So we'll spend, oh no, we bought the card so we could get the temperature step, wasn't it? So 21, and it's discounted by 3, so 18. Gets us a plant production and 2 microbes, which we will take off to raise the temperature. And with that, we will also spend 18 to place an ocean up here for TR and 2 plants. And then we can spend 2, 4, 6, 8 plants on a greenery tile here to raise this. Get 2 more plants and 4 money. So if we're making 10 plants, getting 3 plants now from Ganymede isn't immediately helpful, but it will give us the 16 plants we need for 2 more oxygen steps in the next generation, and we will have enough heat to do 1 temperature step, but we could always get heat here if we don't go to IO. So with that in mind, we will spend 15 on a Venus step here. Oh, hello. I'm trying to figure out where the spaces in your name would be. Hester Galax Official. Cheers for joining us. Do let me know if there's sort of issues with audio on the stream and things like that, but good to have you join us. Is this a game you play? As you can see, we're quite near the end, but I think we're going to do it with one generation, final generation here. I think we're good. So 52 income plus our 14, so 66 money. Government will again do Venus for us because we have really neglected that. We're making 3 more titanium, 10 plants, 3 power, and 10 heat. So we have got house printing, possibly just for a point. This will get us a Venus step, but it's an expensive way of doing it right at the end here. Pioneer settlement, probably just for the points. Venus way station. Well, we would get a 5 discount if we build Venus way station, which, no, it's still not worth it. So what do we need? We've got 1 ocean we need to do, which will get us some titanium. We don't really need that titanium. We could get plants, which you don't really need. Temperature steps, we can get the heat we need. So yeah, let's buy house printing. We can fly to Venus, fly to Ceres to get some steel to make that cheaper. I think the only one we'll leave out is the extractor balloons, but if we buy these 3, it is 4 points at the end here, which isn't terrible. Hopefully I've done my maths correctly. So we spend 9 on those. So let's get some of the important stuff out of the way first. We will spend 18 on the ocean. TR, 2 plants and 2 money. We can spend 16 of our plants. We take the 2 heat. Let's also draw a card. Martian Zoo. Again, don't really need that right now. We've got 16 heat for those last 2 steps. 1, 2. A lot of titanium, so we may as well spend it. Venus Way Station. We've got a discount of 1 on it, but we will overspend to get it played. Pioneer Settlement. So again, we'll spend 4 titanium, decrease our money by 2. We can build a colony on Ceres to get a steel production, which at this point we don't really need, but it's there. We will then spend our 3 energy to trade at Ceres, which does get us 5 steel. We can use that to get house printing entirely for free. So we do still need to do 45 income to do 3 standard projects for Venus. Yeah, we've got no real options with that. 1, 2, 3. So this card, we have only a discount of 1 on it, so we need 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. We have 10. Which is a bit of a shame. We can sell it and get the 1 money we need to play it. But I suppose what I should have done... No, I haven't played any Earth tags this time. So if the card had an Earth tag on it, I could have played it first using our steel, put 1 on it, then used the action to get 1 point in order to play the second card. But no, that's fine. At least I didn't ruin anything there. Let's take 1 extra money. And we are done, aren't we? I've done this before and I've spent all my money and then realised I had an ocean still to play, but we've done all the oceans. Temperature's at maximum, Venus is at maximum, oxygen's done. Yeah, we are good. Successfully terraformed with a Valley Trust. So let's have a little tally up. I suppose we could have built a city at the end there to get a few more points. But it's a very green place. Our 1 city is getting us just the 1 point. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 plants out, and we would get 1 more post-production. So if we placed it there, that would be 2 extra points. In terms of points on cards, I think we had just 1 negative card played. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 13, 14, 13 from cards, which was pretty good, to give us 88. A little higher than I thought actually. Points on cards, we did quite well on those. Yeah, a successful terraformation. I will wrap the video up here. Cheers everyone that has joined me. I will be back on to do a second, probably a third and maybe even a fourth playthrough today since I'm off work and have nothing better to do with my time. But I will just shut down the stream and take a quick review over how this seems and maybe tweak a setting or two before I come back to you and top up my coffee. But cheers for joining me. Bye for now.